Why am I sitting beside the last machine that I bought from Arcade 1UP? Let's talk about that. Welcome back to the most must-see channel on YouTube. Welcome to Barnes Arcade. Guys, this machine, Terminator 2, when it came out, the price for Arcade 1UP machines significantly increased. Did I buy this when it came out? No. It was like $700. I waited till it went on discount over a Christmas and got it for like 300 bucks. This is my wife's favorite movie, so I had to pick it up. T2. So when Arcade 1UP first came out, they came out with like 4 machines. They were really basic and they were cool, but you know, it had like Pac-Man and Millipede or Centipede, some Atari thing, Street Fighter 2, Rampage. I do love Rampage, and I almost picked that one up when they first came out, but the machines were so bare bones. There's no online play. I wasn't sure what to do with them. I just thought they were cool. This is my Gen 1 Pac-Man machine, one of the originals that came out. I assume that it is, because I did not pick this up from a store when it came out. I picked this up from my neighbor last year. His kids were tired of dealing with it. It was missing some parts. They were done with playing it. And I'm assuming most everybody has a Pac-Man Arcade 1UP machine at this point, because they've came out with so many different versions. No light up marquee, basic on off, volume up, and volume really up. I was waiting on them to create something that I had nostalgia for from the arcade, and the first machine I actually picked up was the Ninja Turtles 4-player Ninja Turtles cab. I love it. I still have it to this day. I still play it. My kids play it. It doesn't have online. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but it works, and I still play that. They also have many other machines that they came out with, and don't get me wrong, they're cool, but everybody in the community is kind of looking for something new, something different. They want the machine or the game that they really had fun with as a child or teenager, and Arcade 1UP's just not producing now. Like the last thing they came out with, or in 2024, we've got another Pac-Man Deluxe. It's like the 50th iteration of Pac-Man they've done. And how many times can you do that? I mean, they got Partycades and Countercades and 3/4 scale and Deluxe and whatever other form factor they came out with. And for me, I feel like they're just taking the IPs that they have and recreating them in every form and fashion they can come up with instead of giving us what we want. Now, I like Pac-Man. It's fine. It's the OG, you know, aside from Pong, but it's Pac-Man. It's basic. They just keep pushing it on us. They force it on us. Now, I do have Miss Pac-Man, and that's the exact same daggum game, but with a little bit better, you know. But we're looking for games that we had nostalgia for, something different. We're looking to, you know, fill out our arcade with different games. We can't just have 50 different versions of Pac-Man. You know, a lot of people are looking for Q*bert. Now that would be cool, I'd buy that. But also with Arcade 1UP, when they came out, they were like $200–300 a machine. Now that was a little crazy at the time, but at this time when everything's tripled in price, that don't seem so bad at all. But the problem is they tripled their prices. They're bringing out games at $600–700, and that to me is killing them. Like, I don't have any insight into the company. I don't know people there, but at $600 and $700 for a machine, are they actually selling these things? Now, they did come out with Time Crisis, and that's the first one that everybody's just like, what are you thinking? $750 for a machine, and it's the same thing as like this. You get 2 guns. It's a little bit bigger, but it's one game, and it's $750. That's too much, Arcade 1-Up. Get it together, baby. There's other companies like At Games, II Arcade. II Arcade just quit. They're done. They couldn't make it. I don't know what happened to them, but you know, they're no more. Is this 3/4 scale home arcade going away? I hope not, because I'm still looking for other stuff. You know, I got my At Games pinball machine, and they're still hard at work trying to figure out the flipper lag on some of the Zen tables and things like that. Fine. At Games also had said they were coming out with a Killer Instinct arcade stand-up machine with different artwork than the original cabinet, and some people are upset at that, but you know, it looks cool to me. That's not something I'm interested in getting, and I'm glad that they're taking more time to fix their bugs and flaws that's in the pinball machine, because I'm enjoying that. There's other companies that are making full-size arcade machines, and there's companies like Buy Stuff Arcades that are making additions to these kinds of machines that make them look better, play better. I'm not real sure. You can buy like a full-size build your own arcade machine from them, and those look cool, but that's money. You know, when we're looking at 3/4 scale units, we're not looking at paying thousands of dollars for stuff. This is something that we're gonna have in our room, hopefully have multiples of them, make it look like an arcade from the 80s and 90s. That would be just sweet. So at the prices that they're coming out with now, we're kind of done with you, Arcade 1-Up. I don't want to be done, but you know, they're bringing it down. They're trying to get their pricing right, and a lot of them are like $500. Now that's the sweet spot. I'm not gonna pay that, but I'm gonna wait on till they go on sale. But you know, $500, if it's a game you really want, that seems reasonable to me. What do you think about that? I'm just kind of wondering, is this a dying hobby? Are we stuck with what we have? And can Arcade 1-Up get it right? I'm perfectly happy with the 3/4 scale with the riser. That fits. Like I've got, you know, all the ones that I have are that size. That should fit me perfectly. And I don't understand why they keep changing the form factors. You know, some people would rather have deluxe, some people would rather have the XL. Fine, but I prefer the smaller one so I can get a bunch of them, a bunch of different games. Cool beans. They also keep switching companies that they're selling them at, and I haven't seen them in my local Walmarts and Targets in a long time. So leave a comment down below and let me know what you're thinking, what your thoughts are.